the housing.com story will be incomplete without one of its most prominent founders who found himself in news often for the wrong rather than the right reasons, but someone who's been credited hugely with the whole idea behind housing.com, inspiring many students of IIT Bombay in particular in the process.
Absolutely, and all that explanation that Chandra did was for none other than Mr. Rahul Yadav, who has chosen to take time out to be with us here on 18 Hours Startup Central. Rahul, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us over here. First up, I want to generally ask you, what's going on in your mind today? Housing, a startup that you co-founded, which has been ran, has just been sold in what is by all accounts a distressed sale.
Yeah, so it's a kind of distress sale. I mean, we are all aware of. Once upon a time, the company was headed towards being the fastest billion-dollar company of India in less than 3 years, and we had once upon a time around $250 million, valuation, and now I mean it's being sold for like around, I don't know, some say 50 million or whatever. Like, so it's a distress sale clearly.
Rahul, do you believe in hindsight you could have salvaged housing, today if you had got along better with your investors, other investors, the media? Do you think these distractions ultimately cost housing its future?
Yeah, so I mean, the founder always has the vision, and it can always convince the market that and he always has the clarity what's going to happen, and he can make people like being patient during the tough time. Yeah, I think if I had been there, I could have like easily navigated this tough time. Yeah.
Rahul, what would you say to aspiring entrepreneurs, startups who are pretty disillusioned with what happened to housing today? I mean, it's not the best case outcome that everyone would have wanted for a company that started out with so much of promise.
I mean, first of all, I will advise them to take holidays if they are working on a venture. It's very stressful. Like, I had not taken any holiday for like 1,000 days continuously for almost like 3 years, and that got me like kind of frustrated and irritated with people when they were not performing. So one should like really calm down, have holidays, and some really relaxed time. Second, I will advise them to not dilute the company very fast. I mean, it takes a company 7-8 years at least to build, and in India most of the ventures are diluting 70-80% within 2 years, 3 years of their company formation. That's really bad. I mean, you need to have control of your company. Yeah.
Rahul, again, I'm going to talk to you, as the man who was the brains behind housing. Is this the best outcome for housing.com, considering all that it's been through and considering the cash burn over there at the moment? Do you see a better future ahead for both the entities after the merger?
I mean, it depends. So after merging with a broker, other brokers and real estate developer won't invest money on housing platform for advertising, because there is a conflict of interest. So I see currently whatever leads that are going coming on housing.com slowly will be redirected to PropTiger to serve them, and slowly the lead flow on housing will go down, and I think housing will die kind of a slow death, and it will become like irrelevant slowly, and the PropTiger will benefit from it. I think they will get more leads, so they will be able to maybe double their revenues and all because of it. But housing will have no future. PropTiger revenue may double or something. I don't know.
Finally, Rahul, just want to understand, in your mind, what is the lasting contribution to housing? I mean, it was pretty disappointing to hear you say that, you expect it to die a slow death. But what in your mind is housing.com's lasting legacy, so to speak, not just to the online realty space, but the startup ecosystem in general? I mean, 12 graduates of IIT getting together, starting up, I'm sure it inspired a lot of people, considering the money you raised, the valuations at which it came out. But what in your mind is the lasting contribution?
It was really a fun culture. So housing, I would say, biggest strength was the culture of the company. It was like very vibrant, very energetic and young culture. That was one thing. Second was, the technology and the design focus and the brand focus. There was like a taste in the venture. It's like really good quality. And third, I would say, it has reflected how the investors and founder, sometime fights and things can go wrong. That's also like the visibility is there. The entire market has seen. If you remove the founder and all, I think it doesn't turn out to be well. They couldn't manage the company. I think that's a lot of learning, I would say. Housing there have been a lot of learnings, and housing has contributed in the ecosystem a lot. Yeah.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/etnow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at etnowlive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/etnow.